I'm here at Lothrop Cemetery, and this is an episode of Coffee and Cemeteries. Okay, really quick side note. It's going to tell you to pull into the parking lot and make you go into the cemetery that way, but you could seriously damage your car. Just pull over here, you'll be fine. So I wanted to visit this cemetery in particular during the month of May because it's mental health awareness. So July 12th, 1799, this poor lady named Mary Delap died at 60 years old. She spent approximately 35 to 40 years confined to her home. And confinement back then in the late 1700s was either you were boarded up into your room, you could have been chained to a wall. The other one was that you could have been locked up and they just gave you all your food and everything through a little hole. Or the other option was you were chained to a log, so it was very difficult for you to move around. This poor girl, it was probably a time period, according to the records of what her father would write, that she either had PTSD because it's very sad and it was very upsetting how many times, ships would never come back home. The other thing is that they think that maybe she had bipolar, because there were many accounts of her being very depressed and then very extensively lively. So the question was she a lively lady that was just depressed because of what everyone was going through, losing their loved ones overseas? I'm gonna have to duck for a tree right now. Or was she bipolar? So back then they never really had that kind of mental awareness. They deemed her a witch, and there was a lot of eerie tales. She was bound to the home, and it was a big scandal because you think about it, she was literally hidden away for 40 years. So the Delap family, it's very difficult to find them, but legend is that she's in an unmarked grave here. Now, a reason why it's unmarked could be multiple reasons. People could be upset and think oh my goodness, your family, someone was a witch, oh my goodness. Or possessed by the devil. This one's very pretty, the wings cascade down. Very, very pretty. But it just goes to show that the family, it was very taboo. So that's why it was such a scandal. And that's why they also boarded her up, because it's it was so shameful to have anybody who is not normal. And so I don't know exactly if they're unmarked because the town just decided to try to erase the whole entire family when they found out or what, but I even tried looking up her family members. Now it's very difficult because Delap has many different spellings. It could be D-E, then a capital L-A-P, or it could be double P, or there could be a space between the two. So it could be, D-E space L-A-P or L-A-P-P. So I tried all of them and I can't find them. And I used the records on findagrave.com, not much. So these graves are actually very cleaned off, in case you didn't already notice. This work goes to a lovely lady that is at a library, according to the groundskeeper. I actually will reach out to her later. I didn't really have the time to head to the library today, and it was actually closed. So I will send an email and see if I can get any more information, or even if there is any records. You gotta remember back then, it's easy to just get rid of records. But, wait. Oh yeah, so there's this thing where they say, September 18th, 1842, age 10 months. It says more, but I don't want to lift it. So sometimes they add how many months and, years or whatever. Oh, and that one died of 6. They also didn't understand consumption, how people could slowly fade. That's why there was mostly vampire rumors. No doogies. So the weird thing is that it's not easy for me to find vampires in certain states of New England, including Massachusetts. The reason for that is because they used to do this silly thing. A little fun fact, aside from doing a little mental health awareness, is when there was disease of consumption, people would just slowly wither away. So they thought, oh, a vampire got them. And then when another family member got it, they didn't think it was disease. They just thought, oh, the family member is going after their other family members. Oh, this one's really interesting. said they thought it was vampires. So what they did is they did grave flipping, and they kind of wanted really nothing to do with it. So they would take the person and they would flip them in the grave and assume that what would happen is that the quote-unquote vampire would try to come up from the grave, but instead they would accidentally dig deeper into the ground. Very silly, but you gotta remember these people were panicking and not really thinking straight. Oh, this has the same thing. So whoever did the other one, Cobb Hills, the same here. Oh, this is very similar to Abigail's. Ah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. It's the other one I went to, but so it's an unmarked grave. I thought I'd just show these, do a little bit of a talk. This is not going to be the longest one ever, because I'm very limited, because after a while these are going to get very, very bad. Like, they start getting very covered. So the librarian supposedly cleans these off every so often, which is a very lovely service to our community and to these people. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Oh, a whole little section fell. Oh, that's sad. I'm sure they're going to fix it eventually. That's why she probably has all the records. But so this one, because I did scout this out ahead of time, this one, I love that last name, Laval. Just makes you think of the word lovely. And I love it how who departed this life. Oh, this has a thing, like a very cursive thing. The tear muffed fall, like M-U-F-T, you see that? The tear muffed fall the tender, by muffed rife hope built on mercy reaches to the skies? Is that skies? It looks like skies. Oh, I'm so sorry I butchered your thing. I'm sure it was very lovely. Oh, this one is like this sweet remembrance of the Juft shall forth when they sleep in dust. Huh. It's like some very interesting markings. It's like the skull's looking to the left. Oh, this is a better one. Yeah, so the skull's looking to the side. Very interesting. I've never seen one look to the side. Very, very interesting. So, the firm belief of the glorious resurrection, mark the perfect man, behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Oh, they actually signed their work. Henry M. Newport. So you actually know who the artist is. This one's very interesting. Leaves on top. I like it as this marble effect. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Those almost look new. So this is what I was saying. I think some of these are getting replaced. This is very interesting because it's like a curtain being drawn. And then the tassels are like thistles almost. Very, very interesting. Mind you, these say like 1837. Like, look at the dates on these. Very, very old. So I thought I'd just share some of these because this one's in really good condition. Like, so some of these, I don't know what material they are. They're in such good condition, or the color that comes out, that you almost think they're fake. But I also question if these are replicas. Either that or our department stores are getting a lot better at making. Oh, so this is another curtain one. Sacred to the memory. And another curtain drum. Let me get closer to it. So it's like a curtain. I can't see a signature on the bottom, but this one I find a little adorable. It's kind of like one family member is embracing the other. Doesn't it look like a grave hug? That's so cute. It's like a little hug. Just imagine the people on the internet. This girl's crazy. She just said 2 gravestones hug. I don't care. That's what I thought. Meh. So you could see I'm eventually going to get to the ones that are very old. But here's the thing is that these are all 1830s. So she's before. She's way in the beginnings. I've already passed her. I just couldn't find her. It's a very interesting top. So then you see how there's a big gap? There's a big gap here. No clue why. So some plots can be bought and just not used. There's that. I've heard of people inheriting spaces in a graveyard and they just don't use them. And then they just keep handing them down until someone needs them. And then people are like, oh, no, I want to be married, married next to this family. So another Davis. There's a lot of Davis in New England. See, now we're getting to the really old ones. Very, very old. I'm just going to start walking. I'm not going to walk by them individually because a lot of these are very, covered. You can't make out anything. That poor person. This one I can make out a little bit. I like the daisies for a little differentiation. This one has eyebrows. Very, very nice. I kind of hate that I sound as if they're listening to me. Oh, let me say very, very nice, just in case you're listening. No, it is nice. These. I like it how it looks like the windows to a church. Very, very, that's very cool. And you know what's really interesting is that those 3 have the same embossed cutout for their names because that one's a little different. They still somehow made it work and made it similar. Very, very cool. That's a Freemason back there in the center. I'm only gonna head to whatever this is way over there. Oh, all the ice in my iced coffee melted. It's still cold, but it's just weird because it's not that hot of a day. So yeah, this is the big gap. Not sure why it's here. Unless it's left like that because people used to do picnics in cemeteries. And there's this. I'm always interested in the latches on some of these. Oh, it turns. Oh, God. You gotta try it at least once. All right, let me put my coffee down. Father, please forgive me. Ooh! It's for the keyhole. There's a seashell in there. You see that? Oh my goodness, that is so cool. How did someone force it? Oh, is it spin yet? No, okay. That is so cool. So I think I'm pretty much gonna end here with the cute little thing. But yeah, it's a little episode of Coffee and Cemeteries. I hope you enjoyed. And I don't know, I hope you learned a little bit and appreciate how much we have mental health awareness more today than we ever did back then. Poor Mary Delap. I don't know where she is over there, but I hope she really rested in peace. And I hope she knows that, in case her spirit followed me this whole time, if I had a message to her, it's just know that people are way more understanding. And just because you're not marked does not mean you should be forgotten. So, as always, stay safe, explore, and get inspired.